Did I win? The winner will actually not be chosen until next Saturday, I believe it is. Sunday, I think it is, actually. Hold on, I gotta pull this up on a bigger screen here so I can read the comments better. Okay, Derek, yo, Kai, how's it going, Nate? What's up, Kai? Francisco, Violet Rue, Mr. AOJ, Computer Freak on Scooter, Austin King Skate. Alright, guys, hold on. I gotta get some water. I'll be right back. Okay. What are we doing? Getting water, yeah. Okay. Ernie, what's up? Hey, buddy, how's things going? Do you really have time for this live stream? Not really, but I was sitting here hanging out, looking for music for a skate video, which I'm going to hopefully get out and make tomorrow. If you guys have any suggestions on like music that you would like me to see put to a skate video, I love to challenge myself. If you watch back through my skate videos, you will see that I have such a variety of music on there. I have like hip-hop and rock, and I think I have some screamo in there, and funk, and just all kinds of weird stuff. I like to find music that doesn't really fit with a skating video, and then make it fit. So that's kind of what I was doing, and I found an awesome band. It's called Our Last Night, and I think that's the song I'm going to use in tomorrow's video. But we'll see, because I actually found an acoustic version of the song I want to use, and I like it so much better than the other one. So, so that might be what I use. But yeah, find me Dinosaur Jr. Man, I would love to, dude, but it's copyrighted. I can't use anything that has a copyright. It has to be something that is, what do you call it? Creative Commons. Creative Commons, no copyright, royalty-free, all that stuff, or else YouTube punishes me for it. So, put the song Want Ads from the Honeycomb. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to look it up. That actually looks like something, I can't hear it right at the moment. I'll get feedback if I turn it on. But that totally looks like something I would use. I'm definitely going to keep that pulled up there. Okay. That's dueling banjos. What's up, Ohio Skater? And anybody else I haven't mentioned yet? Nicholas. Paint Master Nate. Try skating a mini ramp. That would be so rad. Yes, there is a mini ramp in New Philadelphia at the skate park that I've been going to a lot lately. I've really been having a lot of fun there. In fact, one of my most recent videos, the one with the little kids in the picture, that was filmed there. And there is a little mini half pipe. And I've been wanting to go over there and do a live drop-in because I've not dropped in on there yet. And I thought that would be fun. Probably going to slam, and you guys will get to see that. But I definitely want to skate that one. And to be honest with you, I mentioned this before, but it really feels to me like the bigger ramps are going to be easier than that small one. That small one seems like it has such a quick transition that as soon as you drop in, you're just on the flat. It's crazy. So, yeah, I really want to do that little one there, but hold on a second here. I saw John Hill mentioned. He's my fave for anybody who hasn't noticed. In fact, I had a dream last night that I was skating with John Hill, and then I woke up this morning and I was like, what the hell, that was a dream? Okay, John Hill has some really cool angles on music. His personality aside, the video production is top-notch. Yes, John Hill is great, and he takes a lot of his inspiration from Casey Neistat. And I used to as well. And then I try to move away from that because I hate looking like I'm copying off somebody else. And that doesn't mean that I think John is copying. But a lot of people are using that kind of style nowadays. So I try to move away from that, but it's really tough. I mean, anybody who makes vlogs on YouTube, like you see these things and you just find yourself emulating them. And I mean, for one thing, because it's really cool. It works so good. But yeah, I absolutely love John. And he definitely has some awesome videos out there. So whenever I put anything out, if you ever think, oh God, he's trying to be this person or that person, I'm not. I'm trying to just, make something awesome and quality that I want to put out there and that I would want to see. And the kind of things that, just for example, John Hill, the kind of things he puts out, that's the kind of things I love watching. He's one of the only YouTubers that I actually watch on a regular basis. Yeah, bigger ramps are easier because you have more room to adjust. I totally agree with that. Where is New Philadelphia? That is in Ohio. New Philadelphia, Ohio. And if you look on concretedisciples.com, that has all kinds of directions to different skate parks, and you can find it on there. New Philadelphia, Ohio. I saw John go pro on Friday. Man, I wish I could have been there, dude. That would have been so cool. LOL on dream. Gotta love the wacky ones. I have crazy dreams all the time, non-stop. Especially taking hydroxycut. I try not to take it. Like, I used to take it twice a day, and I try not to take it that second dose anymore because I'm either up all night or when I do fall asleep, it's like this real paranoid sleep, and I wake up with just the craziest nightmares. Absolutely crazy. Cody, John's new Pro Model deck is pretty dope. I do like that. That's pretty cool. Courtney, you suck. Alright, let's collaborate with Andrew Sharrock. Yeah, I definitely plan on it in the future. I want to get to a point where I actually can hold my own a little better. It's going to take a little while to get there, but you can totally plan on me showing up at the shred quarters, because I will, I promise you that. I won't let them turn me away. Your eyes are the same color blue as your shirt. Yep, my eyes are like super blue whenever I make videos on here, because I got this light right in them. Hi, Court, love you. Can you finish the giveaway and give me the deck right away? No, man, I wish I could. I'm the kind of guy that I would give away everything I have. But we gotta wait till Sunday, man. Ernie, those eyes. I know, dude, they're so dreamy. What did they ever do with the old Evo building? Actually, the ramps are still in there from what I can understand. Well, the big ramps. They foreclosed on the whole deal, and the big ramp is still in there. I don't know if it's a bowl or whatever. I was never in there myself, but as far as I know, the stuff's still in there. We need to try to plan a big meetup and have a skate session. That would be awesome. I would love to do that sometime. Also collaborate with the Braille people. Yep, definitely in my plans. Need to get together and film and photograph stuff soon? Yeah. Yes, Derek. And dude, I'm totally sorry that I have not got back to you on those messages. I read them. Some awesome ideas. It's just crazy. Just like Ernie said at the beginning of this live stream, do you really have time to do a live stream? Wayne, skating with those kids were cool. Yes, that was one of my favorite videos I've ever put out. It was really cool. If that's the one you're talking about, in New Philly with the little kids and one kid on a scooter. The Jacone 119 game. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I had a dream I was an octopus and kept getting a tentacle stuck under the wheel. guy. Do you feel accepted as an older, bigger guy skating, or do you feel intimidated and perceived as someone holding on to your youth? Love the channel. Thank you, Guy. Surprisingly, I feel very much accepted. Especially on YouTube. You know, people are behind their computers at home. They can say anything they want, and it's really not very often I get much negativity on here. I mean, I really thought there'd be people calling me fat, and I suck, and poser, and all that, and it doesn't happen very often. Sometimes I will get haters, and basically I just delete the comments. Sometimes I comment back, like some guy, which video was it? One of my dead mall videos, because for a little while there I was doing explorations of dead malls and abandoned areas. I had a series on here called Skate and Destroyed. A lot of people didn't like it though because I was not doing any skating in those videos. They were just turning out so long that I didn't really have the time to skate, and the places were so destroyed that I couldn't skate. But getting off the subject, some guy on one of my dead mall videos just tonight said something like, I hate your camera work and looking at your face. So, but I don't know, mostly when I get haters, it's funny. I just laugh at it. Some of the stuff people come up with. Let's see. Kickflip a 7 stair. Man, I would love to. Believe me. Stick around. Maybe I will. And when I do, I'll shout you out. Skatemaster Nate, here's a playlist to find some new tracks. I make a bunch of these. I hope you can find something on here to enjoy. Okay, let me see if I can copy this. Copy. Okay. It did not link to anything on there. Let's see, who is this? Bolo2. That, the link that you gave me did not link to anything, and I pasted it in my browser, and it didn't bring me up anything. So, maybe check that again and see if there's something missing there. Okay, let's see here. Any preview on new deck graphics? I mean, I've already shown these, but I have these right behind me. Those just came out. They're selling really fast. $29.95 right now, I think it is, on aeroskateboarding.net. Sorry about that little plug for anybody who doesn't like that stuff. I do have another graphic I'm working on, but I'm not ready to show it yet. It's really awesome. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Speaking of plugging Aero Skateboarding, I actually just made a new YouTube channel today specifically for Aero Skateboarding. Because on this channel, I do not like to do that. I don't like to come on here and say, oh, here's my new decks, and, you know, go buy them and this and that. I don't like to do that. I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like people don't want to see that. This is more of a personal channel for me, and I want to keep it that way. So I started a new channel. It is just called Aero Skateboarding. I don't have any videos up yet, so I don't think it's going to come up in the search yet. But I will link it below once this video saves and reposts. I'm sorry, pardon me. Let's see. Give me just a second here. Kai. You know what? I did look up at shipping for Canada, and I honestly don't remember what it is right offhand. If you can send me a message on the Skatemaster Nate Facebook page, and then I will look that up for you and let you know. That way I won't forget it if you send me a message on that page. $200 in speeding tickets. I saw that video, by the way, Ohio Skater. With the Aero Skate channel, I have skate parts, yes. In fact, I have a lot of things, a lot of ideas for what I want to do on that channel. Just don't have it down yet, but yes, definitely skate parts. Hopefully a lot. And let me know right now what you guys think of this. I certainly, like I said earlier, I don't ever want to copy off of what anybody else is doing. But you've seen the Bigfoot board, you've seen the Nintendo board. I really love making those things. I love making, crafts and doing things like that. You can even look on Facebook. It's called the Cardboard DeLorean. I built a full-size scale model of the DeLorean time machine from Back to the Future out of cardboard and garbage like baby food containers and things like that. You can look it up and check it out. But I love doing projects like that. One thing I was thinking about doing on the Era Skateboarding channel is a series like that where I, make a custom board like that, something fun, and then we go out and skate it. But like I said, I don't want to be copying off of Braille. I don't want to do anything like a you make it, we skate it. But it's, obviously it's going to be like a skate and create kind of thing if I do it. So let me know what you guys think. If you think I should do it, I will. Just don't think I'm copying off of Braille. Okay. Let's see, Wayne, do you sell wheels? I do not sell wheels at the moment. Hopefully in the near future I will, but right now it's just decks, t-shirts. I just got to build the company up bigger. It's really slow going, and there are so many new startup skateboard companies out there that you really have to prove yourself in this business. So I'm working on building up to that. Goonies deck and a Scooby deck. Let's see. Make them. Keep sending them out to watch others and collab. Love your custom decks. So creative. Thank you. You should do some limited decks. Yeah, I actually... I don't know how... A lot of you guys are new from the Braille channel right now, and I don't know how many of my videos you've watched back, but in one of the recent ones, I talk about how I'm going to retire my first two graphics, which just happened yesterday, actually. And just because the subject came up, I'll show you. It's this one here. And this one here. They're no longer available. And those I'm going to be customizing. I'm literally going to be sanding them down, taking those graphics off every one of those, and customizing those decks. I saw Rocket Power. Yes, a Rocket Power deck is coming. Okay, let's see. The knobs in the back are hurtful. What in the world does that mean? Are there knobs behind me or something that are hurting your eyes? I don't know. Let me know what the hell that means, dude. Max Newman, how's your day going? My day is going pretty good, man. I had a massive headache earlier, but I took a little nap, got rid of it, took some Excedrin. I've had so much stuff going on recently that I haven't been able to get out and skate every day like I would love to. I would love to do daily skate vlogs. But I just have some things some ends I need to finish tying up here first. And one thing is my dog, he needs to be put to sleep. He's got this thing in his back end where he just drags his back legs anymore, can't control his bowel and his bladder. And so he's going to have to be put to sleep. So that's one thing I'm dealing with right now. But as soon as I get some of these things tied up, hopefully I can get back to daily vlogging. Really what I want to do. Fatboard Slim, what's up? You're actually here during a live stream. I can tray flip down a 3-stair. Computer freak on a scooter. Do you have a video of this, dude? I'd love to see it. Create yourself as a Rocket Power character. That would be really cool, actually. The circle thingies on the back wall aren't knobs. Oh, yeah, those are knobs. I get what you're saying. What do you mean they hurt? You mean because they're so ugly and they're like staggered? My dad did that. I don't know why I hate it too. How much do the decks run? The decks right now are $29.95 or $99 or something, and I think I have shipping set at $12.95 or something like that. And the only reason it's set like that, I wish I could have it calculate, but it will not let me calculate the shipping. So I just set it at an even $12.95. Sometimes that's $1 or $2 over, and sometimes it costs me like 16, 17 bucks depending on where you live. So kind of evens out in the end. What's your opinion on Revive and that crew? And sorry about your dog. Thank you, Max. I love Revive. I love Braille. Those guys are amazing. I mean, I watched so many of Andy's videos back to the beginning of Revive when it was Revenge. We Want Revenge. And it's just amazing to me how he has created that company and grown it so big to where it is actually competition for the big companies. Pardon me. I know a lot of people have a problem with them when it comes to like their pros because they say, oh, they're not really pros. But, you know, that's debatable. I mean, of course they're not out there going up against real pros. I hate to say it that way, but you know what I mean. But they are being paid to skate for Revive, so that makes them pro, you know, when it comes down to it. But I think what they do is totally awesome, and like I said, same thing with Braille. It's just those guys work so hard. I cannot tell you how hard you have to work on YouTube. I mean, everybody thinks it's like, oh, you make a video and you stick it up there, how hard can it be? You get paid for it. And that's not the case, man. You gotta work hard. Any updates on your current diet? Yeah, I actually will have a weight update coming on, Saturday. Saturday we'll have a weight update. We'll just leave it at that for now. What's the website? The website is, actually I'll see if I can put a link. Oh. Nope, wouldn't let me link it. It is eraskateboarding.net. It won't even let me add like a description or anything here, so eraskateboarding.net. Okay, let's see. What's your opinion on the boosted boards like Mr. Neistat runs around on? Plan on getting one. No, I don't have any plans on getting one. I think they would be fun to skate. I think they would be fun to try sometime, but I think Casey pretty much has that in the bag. You know, he's the boosted board guy. And, I don't know. They'd be fun, but aside from starting up skating again, what made you want to jump into YouTube as well? I've actually been doing YouTube for years and years. I've had so many different channels, some of them that I've run for a while and then closed down. I have a few that, and I'm about to tell you guys a secret here. I have a few that I posted like my kids' videos on when they were growing up playing football. But I have a channel, and I'm not going to tell you the name of it right now. After I lose all my weight, I will tell you the name of this just because it's funny. I made a fake name. Oh, this is kind of ridiculous. But I made a fake name, and I made up a channel for losing weight because I was so embarrassed to go on there as myself. And I didn't want anybody to search my name or find me and know who I was, just in case I failed. Now, I'm going to tell you, when you go on a diet and you put it out there in the world, that's how you think about it. What if I fail? And I mean, you think about what if I fail every time anyway. But it's just so funny to me that I created that alter ego and hid behind that, and I did fail at that time. I mean, I lost, 40, 50 pounds maybe, something like that. But then I gained it all back. And this time I was like, you know what, I don't care. I've got to put it out there because that's part of what helps you get through it. And part of what has helped me, and you guys all giving me the support that you have, that has helped me get through this too. It's still hard. It is very, very hard. Sometimes I binge, and I will be sitting in the drive-thru at Rallies, and I'm not even kidding, guys. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm going to admit this right now. But this is how it is. This is how hard it is. I'll be sitting at Rallies in a drive-thru, and I'm thinking, why are you here? Why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you being so weak? And I'm hungry, and it's like I have the shoulder angels, you know, the good guy and the bad guy, and the one's going, just eat it, man, it's good. You're hungry, you don't want to wait an hour, and the other angel's sitting there going, no, look, you're supposed to be losing this weight, you're sick of being in this fat body, sick of living your life like this. Just run down to the store, grab some stuff to make something that is within the parameters of your diet, and you can stick with it. And this will literally go back and forth in my head. And then I will get through the drive-thru, and I will order my food, and I will get like 4 cheeseburgers and 2 fries, and I'll eat it all, man. And afterwards, I'm like, what the hell did you just do to yourself? Why did you just eat all that? And it is a struggle, man. I'm telling you, it just is. Some days it's like that. But it kind of is therapeutic on the same hand, because on one hand you gave in and you kind of failed. On the other hand, I don't know how to explain it. If you haven't been through it, it's hard to explain. On the other hand, it makes you realize how bad what you're doing is. You know, stuffing yourself for no reason. God, it's so ridiculous. And this is what I'm talking about right here, because it makes you realize. It makes you realize how ridiculous it is to stuff yourself like that, and just how bad that food is. Because after it's all said and done, you're full. So whether you ate 4 cheeseburgers or, you know, a huge salad with, you know, chicken or whatever on it, and you can make salads taste good. You can have chicken and bacon and ham and cheese and eggs and onions and everything on a salad. You're full in the end, and you're still going to bed that night, and that day is going to be over when you go to bed. So, it's I don't know. I'm kind of rambling right now, but you see the thought process. It kind of, it throws you for a loop, man. I don't even remember what the original question was. Alright, let me see here. I gotta try to get caught up on some of these questions here. Let's see. Word up. 505 Illa. I don't know where my glasses are. I mean, I can barely read these things. Let's see. Damn, bro, you're the realest guy ever. That's what it's about, man. You gotta be real if you want to make it. I mean, it is tough. Can't lie. Let's see. Black Corvo. Hello, what's up? How's it going? Let's see. Are you sponsoring skaters? I have a couple guys that I sponsor right now. Andrew and Dakota. You guys might have seen them. I ran a little commercial or ad or whatever, a promo for them in the Zelda video. And their channel is Skate and Explore, if you want to check them out. Those are the only guys I sponsor right now. I was sponsoring another guy, and for some reason he wasn't really coming through, you know, with what he was supposed to be doing. He wasn't using the stuff. And I'll just leave it at that. I'm not trying to badmouth anybody, you know. We ended on good terms. But right now it's just those two guys. I do want to do some more sponsoring in the future. I just haven't decided exactly how I want to go about that yet, because it kind of ties into the new channel. and I need to just work on that first before I take anybody else on. I heard a good way to quit bad habits. Tell yourself you'll get through the day without it, and if you still want it tomorrow, you'll deal with it then. Yeah, that is good advice. I mean, I do that sometimes. And in fact, I do it all the time, because I'll be thinking, okay, do I want to eat this, or do I want to just run out and get something? One of the hardest... Have you explained any of your tattoos? I'll get right back to that. One of the hardest things about making a decision on what you're going to eat is the convenience of fast food. I can run straight down the street, run through rallies, be back home, and be eating within 15 minutes. Or I can take an hour and a half to prepare all my stuff and cook it, and then finally sit down to eat. And I work like 24/7. I work for myself, so I'm hustling 24/7. Every minute is very important to me. So to take out that kind of time to go shopping for groceries and cook, it sucks. It really does. It's really tough for me. But I do it. So, alright, let's see. My tattoos. Alright, we'll go through these real quick. This one right here, it is based on, and it's very close to the one on the movie XXX with Vin Diesel. My very first tattoo I ever had there. Back in the early 2000s, I was selling on eBay, and I was quite the internet celebrity at the time. People paid for me to get that tattoo. We'll just keep that one short and sweet like that. Now this arm... No, this one. This is... If you can see that. That's kind of making fun of the whole end of the world thing. Because it's a clock. The hands are like 3 clicks from 12. And it's starting to melt, and it's on fire. That was supposed to be making fun of the end of the world, because in my lifetime so far, the world was supposed to have ended like 3 or 4 times already. I got this one back right before 2012. This whole arm is the Goonies. We got One-Eyed Willie, Sloth, that's his baby Ruth, Copper Bones. Let's see. And then if you've seen the Goonies poster where the kids are all hanging on to each other, that is what that is based on. But if you notice, that's me. That's my daughter. That's my son. And that's my other son. So that's all my tattoos right there. Who designs your decks? I design my own decks, actually. And then I order them. They're printed and sent right to me, ready to go out the door. I just lost... Do you know if revenge decks are hard to come by? Because there is someone selling one near me. Pardon me. I would think that they are, because the deal is that when Andy created the Revenge skateboard company, he actually had to end it and change it to Revive because of copyright issues. Now, I don't know if there used to be a skateboarding company called Revenge. I mean, to my knowledge, there wasn't. But I don't know, I might have missed something over 20 years. But for some reason, there were copyright issues, so he had to move on to Revive. So, yeah, I mean, if you have a chance to get a Revenge deck, it might be pretty cool. I can't imagine there's too many of them out there. Love the clock. Yeah, that's one of my favorites, man. Let's see. Joe Gibbs, what's up, dude? Yes, we gotta go skate. We gotta go to that church, man. I think you know which one I'm talking about. I can't think of what it's called right offhand, but should do a meetup in the Canton Center Mall building. I have thought about it. I have definitely thought about it, and I would love to do that. Which kind of answers the other question here, too. John Blackmer. Hello, Nate. Have you ever done any meet and greets? I have not done any yet, but yes, I definitely want to do some in the future. Let's see here. Does the company that does your decks make anything else? As far as I know, they only make skateboarding decks and what's called a snow skate. It's not a snowboard. It is a skateboard built to be used in the snow like a snowboard. Well, not like a snowboard. It's built to be used in the snow like a skateboard. If you look up snow skate on YouTube, you can see these guys, you know, like jumping down steps and doing rails and all kinds of stuff on this snow skateboard. It's basically the same shape as a regular skateboard, only it's, I guess, exaggerated would be the word, because the nose, it just looks huge, it's thicker, so it's built to be used in the snow. To my knowledge, that's the only things they make. Let's see. Oh crap, I just lost again. $40 complete in pretty good condition and looks like Revive's Lifeline decks. Dude, I would love to see that, man. If you don't mind, like, post a picture of it on the Skatemaster Nate Facebook page. I just want to see it, or you can send it to me in a private message if you want to, or whatever. I'm just curious how that looks, but if it's complete, I mean, that's worth $40 as it is. Please tell me you got those tattoos so you can say, gonna give you the Goonies and the end of the world if you got enough. Oh my god. Ever think about eating a vegan diet for weight loss? I would never survive on a vegan diet. I am a meat eater through and through. Which is hilarious, because one of the boards I've used this whole time, that I still use now, and then I am so proud to say that I lost all this weight using, is the Mike Vallely Barnyard. And if you guys know this, that deck, the graphic on that deck, is a vegan graphic. And here I am stuffing myself with meat to lose weight while I skate that board. Ah, Westbrook, yeah. Let's see here. Meat is life. Always one in the crowd. Extreme Storm. Hey Nate, would you do conventions? And when you go to any big ones, if you have to fly? I would love to do that kind of stuff. Right now, my situation would not allow it, which is why I didn't even make it to Kentucky for the Revive Take Over the World premiere. God, I wanted to go so bad. But yeah, I have some things right now that keep me from having the freedom to do that. But yes, definitely in the future, I want to do that. Okay, I didn't even know. Okay. Jordan Coffeeman. What's up, Nate? New sub via Braille. Thank you. Any new ideas for decks? By the way, big ups on your journey back to skating. Thank you. Yeah, I do. I have a couple ideas for decks. I kind of want to keep them under wraps for the moment. If I show it and I say, hey, this is what I'm working on for the next deck, then everybody gets excited, and by the time they come out, nobody cares. Would you be willing to make a graphic like the Barnyard, but other characters and theme? Yeah, I would love to do something like that. You just get into that area where there's like copyright issues, and And I don't want to cross that line. You know, you get sued then, and conventions are a waste of money. Yeah, Joe, I think the bigger thing for me about doing like conventions and that would be the YouTube side of it. I don't know that I'd want to do conventions as far as like go and set up and try to sell boards and stuff like that, but I would definitely go to things like VidCon and things like that that were more directly related to YouTube. And that Take Over the World premiere, that would have been perfect, man. I would have loved to have been there. Cody, message me on that Skatemaster Nate Facebook page, and I'll tell you. I need to get a P.O. box. A lot of people ask me where they can send stuff, but I don't really want to give out my home address. So, ever been to any skate competitions, like Street League or smaller ones? You know what? Believe it or not, I never have. Even when I was younger, my friends went to them, and I never did. I remember a couple of my friends being so stoked because they got to meet Tony Hawk. And I've never been to one. Okay, Max, give me just a second here. Okay, guys, let me explain this. When it looks like I'm giving myself whiplash here, I have 6 monitors. They're all 32 inches each, so I'm like looking back and forth. Max. I mean, I would be willing to bet that's an original Revenge deck. For $40 for the whole thing, I would grab it. I don't know, I can't tell what kind of trucks are on those. They kind of look like indies. But yeah, you might want to grab it just for the hell of it. I mean, I can't imagine somebody would fake a Revenge board, you know what I mean? And it'd just be a cool thing to have. And then if you ever get to go meet Andy Schrock, take it and show him. I'm sure he'd be stoked about that. Dad, my eyes are sticky. If somebody wanted to open an online shop, would you recommend starting a website or selling on eBay? I'll tell you what, selling on eBay is a lot easier. When I first started my website, I ended up going through like 4 or 5 different ways of trying to sell my merchandise. I had to pay $400 to Wix. Wix is the company I use to make my website. I had to pay them $400 for 1 year just in order to accept payments, and then their whole system is crap. So that didn't work. Then I tried to do eBay, and people had to sign up for accounts. I tried to do Etsy, and it was the same thing. People had to sign up for accounts. Now I finally figured it out where I'm using the website again, but I just have, for anybody who hasn't looked, I just have like the decks and the shirts sitting up there and a PayPal button directly beneath it. You don't even have to have a PayPal account. You just click that button, choose the size of the deck or the size of the shirt or whatever it is, and then you can pay with a credit card or debit card or whatever you want. It's the easiest, most streamlined process that I found to do it, and it's working great now. So I would say, depending on what you're selling, of course, start with eBay at least. Show us your setup. Actually, I've got all 3 of my setups in the car right now. Can you show us the pic, Nate? I can try. You know what, actually, I don't think I'm able to because it won't let me post it in the live feed, and I'm using my phone up here, so I can't even post it on the screen. But I'll send you a picture of it. Alright, give me just a second here. Save, open up, save image. Downloads. Messages. Okay, yeah, Ohio Skater, as soon as I find your message in here where we talked before, I'll send you that picture. What did you do with the Danny Way setup? I stuck it on eBay as a complete at first because I just wanted to see what kind of interest was out there. I put it on for like $700 or best offer. I think there were 12 watchers on it. It ended without anybody even... Instagram, okay. Without anybody even making an offer. So I took it apart, I took the stickers off, I cleaned it up, I sold the trucks today for $40. And I got the wheels over here. I put those on there separately, the cockroach wheels. The bearings are Swiss, so I kept them for myself. Because I think I ruined my other ones in the rain. And I got the deck on there alone. I think I put it on starting at like $200 or something. eBay is kind of a game. You got to play around and see what you can do with that stuff. How do you get 36 hours out of one day? You do so much and I'm sitting here on the couch eating cookies. Man, I don't know. I wonder that myself. I'm just up at the crack of dawn and working all day long. Night Court, love you. That's my daughter, by the way, anybody who's asking. I'm not some weird internet freak. Alright, let's see. Rectroid TV, hey, what's up? Hold on, I missed it. Cayman Gordon. Square Web Store can also be dropped into Wix, and Stripe is a great credit card processor that hooks to e-commerce. That's a good idea. I've thought about that Stripe. I've not looked at the Square... What in the world is going on here? I've not looked at the Square Web Store, but the way that I got it set up right now is working perfect, so... Let's see. The Mother Goose Land video. I think I might have a couple Mother Goose Land videos up. That's one place I go to pretty often and look around it. The one you're referring to, John, is that the one where I'm criticizing the art along the big wall there? And what the shoe looks like? Just sold a Ross Goodman mint for $700. Wow. On Facebook, too. Ever hear back from anyone about letting you take a look inside the old high school you explored the other day? The one with the big-ass beehive. No, I'm... That one's really tough because there's nothing about it online. I've only found one thing about that school. It's on an abandoned website, and I can't remember what it's called right now. But that's the only thing I've ever found about it. The only thing. I can't find it anywhere else. So somebody didn't like that school. They totally scrubbed themselves of it when they left. But I am going to keep an eye on it. And hopefully I can catch it when somebody's there. I'd love to get in there. For anybody who wants to see my exploring videos, I mentioned earlier that I used to do Skate and Destroyed on this channel where I would go explore abandoned places and dead malls and that. Those videos actually have more views than 10 of my skating videos together. But I have a second channel called That Nate Guy on YouTube. If you want to check it out, you can go over there, and that's where I do my exploring now. Kiefer, what's up? Ever play with suspension trucks? Grant. No, I've never used them. I see that Aaron Cairo apparently loves them. He, from what I understand, uses them all the time. But I've never tried them. Beehive School. Favorite skate part? That's kind of a tough one. Favorite skate part of all times? I would have to say it's between Nodus in Wheels of Fire and... oh, what the heck is his name? My mind went totally blank. Hold on, let me look this up, because I gotta tell you, it's one of my favorites. In Propaganda, I think it is. Ray Barbie. Ray Barbie in Propaganda. That is an amazing part right there. Nodus, I wanted to be Nodus growing up. I think it's the haircut that he has in Streets on Fire, the second Santa Cruz one that he's in. I had that haircut, shaved all the way around, blonde hair, like sticking up and flapping all over the place. I wanted to be Nodus. But definitely Ray Barbie in Propaganda, that's one of my favorites of all time. I've actually got the Propaganda VHS sitting up there. I'm watching that tonight when we get out of here. When we get out of here. What the hell am I talking about? Edwin Shaw in Akron. I think that is under like heavy surveillance now. There's a lot of videos online about it, and the last thing I heard was that there was really heavy presence there, so nobody could really get in. The Explorer of Canton South High School was awesome. Still wish we would have run into each other. Yeah, that would have been cool. I don't know who I'm looking for, so I don't know. I may have seen you and I didn't know it. But that was fun. I still need to stitch that all together and make a video out of it. Maybe I'll work on that. Maybe I'll work on that tonight. It's 11 o'clock and I'm going to watch Propaganda and I'll work on that. That's what I'll do tonight. Alright, let's see here. I have to go. Extreme Storm. Okay, thank you for stopping by. Let's see. Do you listen to heavy metal? Man, I listen to pretty much everything. Whatever mood I'm in at the moment, that's what I listen to. I never really have got into the screamo. Sometimes it's appropriate. Like I said, when I'm making my videos, I try to mix up the music that I use. It's never the same thing. And I have used screamo in there before. But yeah, I listen to pretty much everything. I love how your setup allows you to literally look things up. Yep. I absolutely love this, man. I always wanted a huge setup. I got 6 monitors up here, and I multitask all day long. I've got eBays and Etsy's and YouTubes and Facebook and everything you can imagine up on these things. There's usually 2 to 3 pages open on each monitor, too. And it feels like I'm sitting in the Millennium Falcon. Kiefer, where do I send you fan mail? Yeah, Kiefer, can you message me on the Skatemaster Nate Facebook page, and I'll give you an address. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I need to get a P.O. box. A lot of people ask me where they can send things, and don't get me wrong, I'm not asking anybody to send me anything, but I know that people like to do that, and I will get a P.O. box soon, though. You should do more blooper videos. That one was hilarious. I might do another one in the future, although I have deleted a lot of my footage. Once I put together my videos, I try to delete the footage so that it's not just blocking up all my memory. It's a Rome thing. Good evening. But that was hilarious. It is not private. I can't think what the other setting is. Alright, guys, here's what I'll do. I'm going to go into my videos right now and make it so that you guys can watch this video. Anybody who wants to see it right now. I kind of keep it secret because I don't cuss a lot in my videos. I try to keep it pretty much like family friendly. But this was definitely hilarious. I let it go live for probably 3-4 days, like an outtake video, and then I made it private or something. Oh, the gag reel. Here we go. Okay. How do I change this? Unlisted. Okay. Alright, I'm going to make it public. It's called Funniest Outtakes Ever. It's public right now. I'll leave it public for a little bit so you guys can see it. You don't have to leave the live stream right now. If you have 6 screens like me, you can go watch it on the side. Hilarious. I'm only going to leave it open, though, for a little while, so make sure you jump over there and watch it. Anthony Owens, howdy. Oh, crap. It's hard to keep track of these comments because they all of a sudden will shoot up and I lose all of them. So I'm sorry, guys, if there's some I'm not saying. It's Mr. Fig 20. I'm from the Braille Army. Seen the board you made. Awesome job, bro. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you coming over. Kiefer, I see I did get that message and I will get back to you. What's the new one called? I'm not sure. If you the only one I have up, Ohio Skater, is the funniest outtakes ever. That's the only one I've ever posted. If I do make a new one, I'll tell you though, and I'll give you the web address because I'll probably keep it on unlisted. It is funny. Yeah, let's see if I can backtrack a little bit. What does your computer setup look like? Alright, I'll try to show you here. Hold on, let me open up a couple more pages here so you can see with a little bit more light. Okay. There's my screens. Kind of hard to see what's on them right now, but that's what it looks like. It's an entire wall. You know what else is funny? As I pulled up this other page here, it says eraskateboarding.com is for sale. I originally had eraskateboarding.com. Right now it is .net. And the reason for that is because I didn't realize my payment didn't go through. It was a automatic, like, I don't know, automatic payment thing or whatever every month. And for some reason my payment didn't go through and I didn't realize it. And so they shut off access to that. Now they want to try to sell it to me for $2,000. That's not going to happen. I just subbed to the new channel. Oh, cool. Yeah, again, anybody else who's just joined recently here, I've made a new channel called Era Skateboarding. Because I wanted to try to keep things separate, you know, between like the business aspect of my skateboarding business, Era Skateboarding, and my channel here, Skatemaster Nate. because there's some people don't like when I come on here and I talk about, here's my boards, they're for sale, and blah, blah, blah. Of course I'm never trying to take advantage of anybody, but I gotta make a living, I gotta eat. And so Era Skateboarding is my business. Created another YouTube channel called Era Skateboarding. And I'll be sharing that link below my videos too. So that way I can keep everything about Era Skateboarding on that channel. Did you notice that your NES board got a brief cameo in the previous Braille video, the orbital wheel? Oh, yeah. Yeah, in fact, there was a few videos. There were a few Braille videos leading up to the Nintendo board where you can see kids in the background, like, skating by real quick on the Nintendo board. I don't understand why someone would have a problem with you plugging your own merch in your video. I don't know. I don't know, man. Some people just, they don't like that. And, I mean, I wear all my own stuff, but it's basically like I'm for lack of a better way to say it, I'm basically a sponsored skater, by my own company. So I definitely will continue to wear my own brand, but... and it's kind of like the same thing with the exploration videos, the Skate and Destroyed videos. Those are... I was looking up the analytics the other day, and out of like the top 15 videos on my channel, there were only like 2 skate videos. The rest was Skate and Destroyed, and one of them was, a game I played. That one where you put the mouthpiece in, speak out. The video absolutely sucked. But the thumbnail was so good that people actually stole the thumbnail to sell the game on different websites. So I made a cameo all over the internet at Christmas time. Selling that Speak Out game for people. But it has like over 100,000 views on it. And that's because you couldn't get the game at Christmas. Everybody wanted it, so everybody was looking it up on YouTube. I'm sorry, guys. I forget to read these things sometimes, and I just sit here laughing at them. Pardon me. Ernie, I just spit out my cookies on that Outtakes video. Yep, I watch that thing all the time, over and over. Me and my cousin Joe. He's the one that went to the Shawshank prison with me, which, guys, I don't know how many of you guys have seen the Shawshank Redemption, but surprisingly, that is one video that I put out that I thought was so good, it was so fun to make. I visited and explored the Mansfield prison where the Shawshank Redemption was filmed, and oh my god, it was so cold that day. Everything inside the prison was frozen. There was water. There was like icicles hanging from the door frames and everything. But it hardly got any views, and I think it was because it ended up being like a half an hour long. And if you're anything like me, when I'm looking for videos on the internet, if I see anything that is too long, I'm like, oh, forget it. Let's just get to the point. But if you have some extra time, go watch that video, just because it's really cool. It really is a fun video. You get to see the whole inside of the prison, all the cells. One of the cells was used in a... I can't remember who it was. A rapper did a video down there. Painted the whole cell gold. Everything in it was gold. I can't think of who he was. But, and then there's like a few of the filming locations still in the prison. Things like Brooks's room. You remember where he carves Brooks was here and he hangs himself? They filmed that right in the prison. And they have that set still sitting there. It's not the same stuff, but it's still set up like the set in the movie. Really cool. A really fun video. Joe. You ever see Thrashin'? I don't think I ever made it through Thrashin'. My go-to Hollywood Hollywood film about skateboarding has always been Gleaming the Cube. Thrashin' was a little bit too cheesy for me. The acting in there just seemed so horrible. I never made it through it. But Gleaming the Cube, I could watch that thing over and over and over. In fact, I actually thought about doing a 24-hour live stream watching Gleaming the Cube for 24 hours. So keep an eye out. I just might do that. We could have a good time. Plan on subbing to your channel after this one, too. Awesome. I appreciate it, guys. For me, Gleaming the Cube wasn't as memorable. Yeah, I mean, I think it comes down to what you saw when you were a kid, you know, because when you're a kid and you see that stuff, it sticks in your mind, and everything is so... It just sticks with you. That's what you're so nostalgic about. A lot of those movies that I've seen back then, I'll watch it now, and I'm like, I liked this movie. But yeah, for me, it was Gleaming the Cube. Lil Wayne, you're right. That's who it was. I don't know if any of you guys were ever into BMX, but at the same time, there was the two movies Rad and BMX Bandits. And, I don't know, I got BMX Bandits somewhere. But that was always my go-to BMX movie, was BMX Bandits. Rad, I saw, but I can't even tell you very much about it. It just didn't strike a chord with me. But BMX Bandits, man, watched it over and over and over. Have a Nate day. Which site did you post that blooper vid? It is on the Skatemaster Nate YouTube channel, and it is called Funniest Outtakes Ever. I remember finding out that Corey on the Thrashin' poster was wearing his wrist guards backwards. That's right! I forgot about that. John, I'm not sure why that's not showing up for you. What was I just going to say? Oh, yeah, the one thing about Gleaming the Cube that always drove me nuts is when he's skating that custom board towards the end, and there's no grip tape on it. It's just that, like, diamond-cut steel. And the whole time, I can't stop thinking, you would fly right off of that. Your feet would not stay on that steel. Okay, let me ask you guys this. Does anybody remember the Matrix deck that I made a little while ago? Rad was the movie that made me buy a Harrow. Man, I would love to put together an old school BMX now. Skyway tough wheels. That would be rad. Either a blue or a red one, or yellow, or all three. Do you have Instagram or Facebook? Yes, I have both. The easiest way you can get to them is... Hold on, let me look here. I think I actually have them linked on my Facebook page here. My channel. Instagram, yes. If you go to the Skatemaster Nate YouTube channel, the actual channel page, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook are linked up there. Or if you go to eraskateboarding.net, all the social media is linked on there as well. Matrix. Matrix was time consuming. Yes, definitely. I was looking at that board today. Now, let me tell you, the reason I made that board in the first place is because I'm eventually going to make a entering the Matrix skate video. But my plan is, I filmed the part where I'm like, God, I hate to call it this, but I don't know how else to say it, jacking in. Remember when they put the thing in the back of their head and they jack into the Matrix? I filmed that part last year when I was even heavier. And I think I was kind of scruffy. And I want to film the part where I'm actually in the Matrix after I've lost like another 100 pounds here. So, there's a little inside tip for anybody who's watching tonight. That ought to be really cool. I'm not even going to tell you what I did to film it, but really cool. This thing might die here, so we might be going offline. Let me answer a couple more things here real quick. I want to see somebody make a board using anti-slip flooring sheets instead of grip tape. I'm not sure what that is, but I'll look it up. My girlfriend is watching your bloopers video. Greatest video ever. Ernie, damn it, I knew I shouldn't have said that. Let's see. Okay, back a while ago, my dad and his buddy tried doing their own skateboarding company called Pungent Sapling Skates. If I could send you a pic, I would. Skateboarding company is tough, man. It is a tough gig. You gotta prove yourself to people, and especially like in my case, I don't have any pros skating for me, so there's nobody out there backing me up. You gotta prove how tough your boards are, and my boards are tough. I mean, if I can skate them at my weight, they're tough. Especially the new ones. The new ones seem even more solid than the older ones. Make a Matrix board all over. I'll buy it. Jay Barnes. I'll show you the Matrix board that I made right now. I got it right over here. Hold on. Here's the Matrix board. That sucker is shiny, man. I love it. And here's the grip. The grip I would have liked to do a little different. I would like to have smaller letters and numbers on there, but since I already did it that way and I already put out a video of myself making it like that, I'm just going to keep it that way. But this will be a really fun one to skate. Look how shiny that thing is, man. I wonder how many coats of clear coat I put on there. How many hours? I don't know, man. Let me tell you this. A little behind the scenes. The falling code, the raining code, at first when I started making that, I took plastic sheets and I cut out lines. And I can't remember exactly what I did, but I tried to paint those lines, and then I was going to somehow go back through and make that the code so it would be more defined, because this is just dots. But I wanted it to be more defined, and I screwed the whole thing up, and I thought, oh my god, I gotta start over. But I was actually able to save it. I was actually able to paint over what I had done, and then restart with those dots. And I think the dots turned out looking really cool. Doesn't even matter that you can't, that they're not like little defined figures. Gotta go bum fight behind my house. That might be the best comment in the whole thing tonight. Get video, Grant. Okay, guys, I'm using my my phone up here to film this, and it keeps saying that it's about to die on me, so I'm gonna call it for the night. This was fun, just kind of hanging out for a little while, meeting some new people. Thank you guys for coming over from Braille or wherever you came from. Like I said, I'm going to try to get out tomorrow and make a new skate video. And feel free to look back through some of my older videos and watch how I've progressed over time. It's taken me a year to get where I'm at right now, but I'm really now starting to push on the transitions and that. And I really want to start working on the flat ground stuff again, though. Last year I learned to ollie moving again, and then I kind of stopped and I went straight for the ramps. But I really need to get back into that, because as I drive around the streets, I'm seeing all these curbs and things, and I'm like, man, I just want to go street skating, but I haven't taken the time to make myself learn more street moves. Anyways, alright guys, I'm going to close out. Thank you everybody for stopping by and hanging out for a little bit, and I will see you guys later. Peace.